receiving the #1 seed in Super Regional #1 is Concord. A historic season for the Mountain Lions. You have to go back to 1987 to find a team that could match it, and that squad went 10-2. The next step now, the program's first tournament win, and we'll have to wait a week for it to meet the winner of our first round matchup. And it starts with Westchester, second straight appearance for the Golden Rams, who were still on finalists a year ago. To take the next step, they will rely on an offense that led Peasac in scoring behind 6th-year quarterback Sean McCartney, who has over 8,000 yards and 80 touchdowns in his career. The Rams take on Slippery Rock back in the tournament for the second consecutive year. The Rock knocked out undefeated Bloomsburg yesterday at the PSAC championship game for their 10th title and first since 2000. Our next Super Regional first round matchup begins with Virginia State. Fresh off the CIAA championship win over Winston-Salem State, the Trojans captured the CIAA championship with a late touchdown in a 21-17 win, with the program's first conference title in nearly 20 years. They will play LIU host, who earns a trip back in the tournament for the first time since 2005 after they won the Northeast 10 Conference Championship yesterday with a 58-25 win over American International. Away the winner of that game is the second round is 2-seed Bloomsburg, fifth in the country in total defense, yielding just over 80 yards per game on the ground, and also napping about 2 interceptions a game. They also lead the nation in turnover margin. The semifinal matchup will take us to Super Regional 3, with the top seed is undefeated Washington Baptist. The season highlighted by last-second wins and dramatic conclusions continues with the program's first ever D2 tournament appearance. They were highlighted by returner Edward Allen, who has 3 returns for touchdowns and leads the nation in punt return yardage. They await a powerhouse first-round battle. The 4-seed here is Minnesota Duluth, the 2008 and 2007 national champions last year against the They're running a rushing attack that averages over 300 yards per game. The Bulldogs seek title #3, compiling a better winning percentage over the last 6 years than any other school. And they will get their rematch from last year's tournament in the first round with Northwest Missouri State. The defending national champs are back and poised for another run. The Bearcats lead the nation in total defense, running in just over 200 yards per game. And with this appearance, the program now owns the longest consecutive appearance streak in the tournament with 11 straight. The Bearcats also have the most ever wins, 39, many included, to their 4 national titles. The 3-seed in this region is Pittsburgh State, top 5 defense in the country, anchored the squad that is just 3 years removed from its second national title. And the battle in the first round will be with Hardin, making its second ever appearance, with both now coming in a 3-year span. Waiting to win for the 2-seed, Minnesota State Mankato, a strong defensive team. Opponents are converting on third down 25% of the time this year. They balanced that D with over 4,500 yards of total offense, 7th most in school history. This is the first time in school history, however, that they have made 3 straight returns. There you have it, half of the field and 2 of the 4 Super Regionals revealed in the 2014 championship. 12 teams still await that positive news, and we unveil the second half of the bracket right after this.
Okay, Gavin, the pairings just came out. Obviously, you're playing some team that you're familiar with. A year ago, you were playing them down at their place. Is that a good thing or a bad thing, or would you rather play somebody you maybe don't?
I think it's a good thing. I think, overall as a team, I think we're excited for an opportunity to play Northwest again. This time we have them up at our place. We're familiar with them, what they like to do, and some of the players that they have. So, I think we're all excited for this matchup.
Sports is all about peaking at the right time. Do you feel your team is playing at their best right now?
Yeah, absolutely. I think every week we've continued to improve, and I think on both sides of the ball and special teams as well. I think we continue to get better, and we're really catching stride here coming into the playoffs.
You have the opportunity, because you are the higher seed, you get to play them at home. You guys have had a great track record. I think 2 losses over the last 3 or 4 years at home. If you were a weather person in charge of the weather this weekend, what would you want it to be?
Those guys are a little more south than us, so obviously I think the weather is going to help us out here, with the cold and wind, and we're really good at running the football and stopping the run as well. So I think the colder the better will help us this weekend.
And the last thing, again, you played these guys last year. You're going to go look at film now. There's probably been some personnel changes, but from playing them last year, and you were on this, you started last year against them. What does this team have to do to beat a team like Northwest Missouri?
I think the main thing is we have to be able to control the football, run the ball like we have all year. Continue to defensively be be able to stop the run and force them to try to throw the football at us and make plays when we have the opportunity.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, man.
Yep.
Thanks for waiting.